Nucleic acids. So today we shall be talking about another group of biomolecules called as nucleic acids. Nucleic acids are also polymers. You know what are polymers? Polymers are made up of large number of monomer units. So nucleic acids are polymers of nucleotides. Okay. So nucleic acids are the hereditary material responsible for transmission of characters from parents to their children. You appear like your father or mother. It is because of these nucleic acids. Okay. They are present in the nucleus of the cell in the living organisms. As I said, nucleic acids are the polymers of nucleotides. It means a large number of these nucleotide units are joined to each other to give nucleic acid molecules. And how are they joined? Imagine this small circle here to be our nucleotide. So this is our another nucleotide. This is our third nucleotide. And these nucleotides are joined together by phosphate group, which I have written by in the form of using the letter P. So each of these units are joined together by phosphate group or phosphodiester bond. Okay. So there are two types of nucleic acids. Which are they? DNA and RNA. So DNA acts as genetic material and also plays an important role in protein synthesis. RNA acts as genetic material in lower organisms like viruses, and it also plays an important role in protein synthesis. So how many types of nucleic acids are there? There are two types, DNA and RNA. Later on we shall expand them and check. So what is DNA made up of? What is RNA made up of? Both of these are made up of nucleotides. What are nucleotides? They are the monomers of nucleic acids. So we'll check what are these nucleotides made up of. So both DNA and RNA contain nucleotides. Okay. So each nucleotide, I had shown it in the form of a circle, is made up of 3 units. So one is sugar, the other one is a base, and the third one is phosphoric acid. So which are the 3 things present in a nucleotide? Sugar, base and phosphoric acid. How about in RNA? Yes, the same thing is repeated here. The nucleotide in RNA also is made up of sugar, base and phosphoric acid. So which is the sugar present in DNA? The sugar present in DNA is called as deoxy beta ribose sugar. So which is the sugar present in DNA? It is 2-deoxy beta ribose sugar, athwa you can call it as 2-deoxy ribose sugar. And which is the sugar present in RNA? It is ribose sugar. And what is the nature of the sugar? It is beta D. Okay. So what is the difference between the sugar of DNA and RNA? In RNA it is beta D ribose sugar. In DNA it is beta D 2-deoxy ribose sugar. I shall write it once again here. Beta D 2-deoxy ribose sugar. Hence the name DNA. Deoxy ribose nucleic acid, and RNA represents ribose nucleic acid. I shall show you how to write the structure of ribose sugar now. So the sugar in DNA and RNA is made up of ribose sugar. In RNA it is ribose sugar. In DNA it is deoxyribose sugar. So I will teach you how to write ribose sugar and then arrive at the structure of deoxyribose. So you write a pentagon, and here is our oxygen, which I call it as Kohinoor diamond, and this is protected Papa by only one guard, that is CH2OH. Write CH2OH here. On either side of it, outside you will write small atom, baby atom hydrogen, and inside you will write heavier molecules OH, OH. So it is H, OH, OH, H. Outside it is H and inside it is OH. So alternatively you will write opposite to it. So H opposite to that is OH. Here OH is there, write H. Here OH is there, write H. So this is beta ribose. I have not shown you how to write alpha because it is not necessary. If you want to write alpha ribose, this should be inverted. OH should come down. So directly I have written beta ribose sugar. It is a pentose sugar. So we'll just count and see. This is carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it is a pentose sugar and name of this is ribose. And what is the isomer? Which isomer of ribose? It is beta. Okay. Where it is present? It is present in RNA. So what is present in DNA? In DNA we have two beta. In DNA we have 2 beta deoxyribose sugar. So same sugar you are going to write. You write a pentose sugar. Okay. Your diamond is protected by only one guard. Write CH2OH. So on the other side, so we will be writing here from outside. So outside you have small baby atoms hydrogen and inside you have OH, OH. Same sugar I am writing now. So I have to number it as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So identify which is carbon number 2. So this is carbon number 2. Okay. I have identified. Name of the sugar? Beta ribose. This is beta ribose. Now on carbon number 2, they have written it is beta deoxy. So on carbon number 2, you are going to remove oxygen. Deoxy. D means remove. So oxygen is removed here. So what is present? Only hydrogen. So what is the structure of beta deoxyribose? On carbon number 2, you have hydrogen on either side. So the name of the molecule will be beta 2-deoxyribose sugar. And where it is present? It is present in DNA. So deoxyribose nucleic acid. Hope you have understood. Now you have thoroughly understood the knowledge about the sugars present in DNA and RNA, which is part of our nucleotide. So which are the bases present in DNA and RNA and where are they attached? We need to understand. Okay. So there are 4 bases present in DNA. They are A, T, G and C. I will tell you what is A, T, G and C. And which are the bases present in RNA? It is A, U, G, C. So what is common in the bases of DNA and RNA? Which are common? A is common on either side. A is present in DNA base. It is also present in RNA. How about G? G is also present in DNA and RNA. How about C? It is also present in DNA and RNA. So what is the difference between DNA and RNA bases? In DNA, you have thymine base, whereas thymine in RNA is replaced by uracil. So uracil is present only in RNA, whereas thymine is present only in DNA. So which are the common bases in DNA and RNA? A, G, C. So what is A? A is adenine. What is G? G is guanine. What is C? C is cytosine. So which are the 4 bases present in DNA and RNA? Common bases adenine, guanine and cytosine. Which is the only base present in DNA? Thymine and THYMINE. And which is the only base present in RNA? It is uracil. Which are the common bases present in RNA? Adenine, guanine and cytosine. These 4 bases can be classified under 2 headings: purines and pyrimidines. Adenine and guanine are called as purine bases, and cytosine, thymine and uracil are called as pyrimidine bases. So your bases can be of 2 types, purines and pyrimidines. Which are the purines? Adenine and guanine. And which are the pyrimidines? Cytosine, thymine and uracil. Now let us look into the structures of purines and pyrimidines, that is our nitrogenous bases. They are called as nitrogenous because they contain nitrogen atom in them. Now coming to the structures of pyrimidines. Which are the pyrimidines present? Cytosine, uracil and thymine. You will get the structures of these in the textbook also. So I will teach you how to remember them. Now concentrate on the structure of uracil. Okay, on this side you have NH, C, NH. On the other side you have 3 carbon atoms. Okay, so it appears like benzene, but here you have 2 nitrogen atoms. On this carbon atom, carbon number 1 and carbon number 3, you have C double bond O group. Now whenever you are writing the structure, think of the valencies. What is the valency of carbon? 4. Carbon can make friendship with 4 people. So I count them. 1, 2, 3 and 4. How about nitrogen? 3. Valency is 3. So 1, 2 and the bond between nitrogen and hydrogen. So here nitrogen 1, 2 and 3. How about carbon? 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in uracil, on either side of NH, you have C double bond O, C double bond O. You need to practice the structure of uracil. You should be perfect with this. Using this, you can arrive at the structure of cytosine as well as thymine. Now, if you replace this C double bond O by NH2 group, it is called as cytosine. That's it. And whenever you write NH2 here, you need to please check the valency of carbon and nitrogen. Here it is NH. Here we shall check. So C double bond O has gone. So you cannot write C double bond NH2. You cannot write. So you need to satisfy the valency. So you get a single bond here. So complete the valency. 1. This is 1, 2, 3 and the 4th bond will come here. So valency is complete. So similarly you have to check for nitrogen. In uracil it was NH because you have single bond here. Now check here. For nitrogen can make friendship with how many people at a time? 3. So 1, 2 and 3. It is satisfied. So you will not write what here? Hydrogen. Okay. And rest remains the same. Replace C double bond O by NH2 and remove H, make double bond here. That is cytosine. If you compare the structure of uracil with thymine, everything remains the same. C double bond O is here. C double bond O is here. The H of uracil, the H of carbon here is replaced by CH3. Understood? So now this is the structure of adenine. Closely look at the structure of adenine. Again it is a heterocyclic compound here. To this cyclic compound you have an side adjacent cyclic molecule here. So this is adenine. Here on this carbon atom you have NH2 group. In case of guanine, this NH2 group is replaced by C double bond O group as shown here. In place of NH2 you have C double bond O group. Everything remains the same and this H is replaced by NH2. That is the structure of guanine. So practice one structure and you will be able to remember the other one. So which are the purines? Adenine and guanine. Now you may wonder why the name purine. Purine is a heterocyclic compound. If you remove NH2 from here, that is our purine, and this resembles our purine, hence these are called as purines, adenine and guanine. And the pyrimidines, what we had learnt, cytosine, uracil and thymine, they are resembling the structure of pyrimidine base, which I have written here in smaller version. Okay, so it has arrived, these have arrived from this structure, hence they are called as pyrimidine. So which are the 5 bases? Adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine and uracil, which are present in DNA and RNA, along with what? Ribose, sugar. And the third one is phosphoric acid. And what is the formula of phosphoric acid? H3PO3. Now where are these phosphoric acid and bases present in our sugar or in our nucleotide? We have to understand. So this is our ribose sugar, which is present in RNA, and this is deoxyribose sugar, which is present in DNA. And where I had told you where are the bases and phosphoric acid present. So the base is attached at this position. OH of this ribose sugar is replaced by base. Both in RNA and DNA? Yes, both in RNA and DNA. And in RNA, which are the bases? A, U, G, C. And in DNA it is A, T, G, C. All the 4 are present here? No. It can be either A or U or G or C. In this case, it can be A or T or G or C. Okay, and where is the phosphoric acid present? Phosphoric acid, I had said the formula of it is H3PO3. Actually, it is H3PO4. Okay, and it is attached to the 5th carbon atom. So H3PO4 reacts with this OH group and you get the formula like this. So phosphate group is attached at the 5th carbon atom, and these nucleotides are, this is one nucleotide. So this is our one nucleotide and this is our another nucleotide, and these need to be joined by what? I said a phosphate group. So we need to understand how are they attached to each other by phosphodiester bond. So this is our one nucleotide, this is another nucleotide. This nucleotide consists of what? A base and a phosphoric acid. Okay, if no base is present, suppose if no phosphoric acid is present, then it is called as nucleoside. So what is nucleoside? It is nucleotide minus what? Minus phosphate group. So nucleotide minus phosphate group is nucleoside. So this is this structure. If you see, I have not written phosphoric acid here. So this is sugar plus base is called as sugar plus base is nucleoside. Sugar plus base plus phosphate group is nucleotide. Done? Fine. So in the now let us see how a phosphodiester bond is formed. So formation of phosphodiester bond, where it is formed between two nucleotides or n number of nucleotides are joined together by phosphodiester bond. So this is our which sugar? Ribose or deoxyribose? You have to check at this carbon atom. So oxygen is present, it is ribose sugar. OH is here, therefore it should be beta D ribose sugar. At this carbon number 1, we have our base attached. As I said, it can be A, T, G or U. A, U, G, C. Okay. So we'll concentrate how the bond between phosphoric acid and this CH2O group is formed. So this is our fifth carbon atom. It reacts with phosphoric acid. So what is the molecular formula of phosphoric acid? H3PO4. So I have written phosphorus here, P double bond O, OH, OH and OH. So there are 3 H here and 4 oxygen atoms. So phosphoric acid. There is elimination of water molecule. H2O is removed, minus H2O. So you end up with a nucleotide. Okay, what was this? This was nucleoside. It has reacted with phosphoric acid to form nucleotide. So base is here and what is formed? CH2, oxygen is remaining and then this OH has gone out. So phosphorus is present here, OH, then P double bond O and OH. So this is a nucleotide. You have to fill in the blank. So two such nucleotides or many such nucleotides react between each other to form a polynucleotide chain. So where do they react? This is the fifth carbon atom. So the fifth carbon atom of one nucleotide having phosphoric acid group and the third carbon atom of another nucleotide, they react and a diester bond is formed between carbon number 5 and 3. So let us see how it is formed. So just now we saw how is a nucleotide formed. Nucleotide is what? Sugar, base plus phosphoric acid. I showed you how this bond is formed. To which carbon atom it is attached? To the fifth carbon atom. And where is the base attached? To the carbon number 1. So I have another nucleotide here. These two nucleotides react with each other to form a polymer. They continue to form, large number of them react to form a polymer, polynucleotide. So this is first carbon atom, second and third. The third carbon atom having OH group reacts with phosphoric acid which is attached to the fifth carbon atom. So fifth carbon atom, they react, there is elimination of water molecule, H2O is removed and a bond is formed. So look here. H has gone out, oxygen is remaining, OH of phosphorus is gone out and a bond is formed between phosphorus and carbon atom with oxygen atom in between. Okay, so this is between 3' and 5', third carbon atom and the fifth carbon atom of two nucleotides react to give you a phosphodiester bond. So ester, one ester is here, another ester is here. Because phosphorus is involved, it is called as phosphodiester bond. And such large number of phosphodiester bonds are formed between nucleotides to give you a polynucleotide chain, which I had shown in the beginning of my class with this structure, with that circles, okay, which is shown here. So this is nucleotide, phosphodiester bond, another nucleotide, phosphodiester bond, nucleotide, phosphodiester bond. So something is missing here. What is that? A base. You can highlight a base here. Understood? So you have another nucleotide, a nucleotide chain here and a link is formed between them, which we shall be learning in our next video. Thank you. Hope you have followed.